Okay, I don't know how many of y'all can relate with this, but have you ever had a sibling to where they do something wrong and you just standing there minding your own business or whatever, and you catch a whooping for no reason, rather because they lied on you or you probably standing there laughing, whatever, and you just catch it as well? Well, that's what's going on with Sony and other game developers, because Sony, for the stupidity that they did when it comes to physical media, other developers is catching backlash and they are mad with Sony. And we're gonna get into it. But what's up, you guys? Shade here, back with some more quick news on gaming. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this situation right here, because you got some game developers that are mad with Sony, and rightfully so, because them trying to kill off physical media was a bad choice, bad decision, especially the fact that developers and publishers had no idea that Sony was gonna do this. So this was posted on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So this is what it said, and this is translated in English from Spanish, just to let y'all know, just in case some of the wording might be off. But it says this: eyes on this. The chaos on PlayStation social media has just sparked a direct firestorm with developers in the industry. According to a leak from Moore's Law is Dead, third-party studios are shelling out thousands of dollars to Sony just for the privilege of securing a promotional tweet in a specific time slot on their official accounts. The problem is that with the current wave of outrage and massive complaints flooding PlayStation's profiles, every paid announcement is getting buried under the community's hate. Anonymous sources within the studios are blunt, they're furious, shelling out a fortune for premium marketing only for your game's announcement to be met with toxicity towards Sony's policy is shattering publishers' trust. Charging developers a visible tax is a sweet deal, but if PlayStation doesn't clean its public image soon, giants like Rockstar won't take kindly to seeing their millions invested in GTA 6 marketing end up buried under insults aimed at the Japanese execs. Alright, so a good bit to touch on, right? So Moore's Law, if y'all do not know who this is a person that is like very credible when it comes to, you know, his inside information on leaks and stuff like that when it comes to things like PlayStation. So this is a person with connection that would know things like this. And now I gotta say this: the fact that developers are getting the backlash and feeling the toxicity from the PlayStation community or just gamers in general, whatever, is not surprising. Like, I don't know what the hell Sony thought was gonna happen, but when you make a decision like this, and they know that it was some BS, this is a money move, this is a greed move, this is not a consumer-friendly move, this is anti-consumer as I do not know what. Like, I don't know what they thought was gonna happen, and the fact that, you know, the outrage is that much to where it's bothering developers, because I'm sure that they getting probably messages, which, by the way, people should not be attacking developers and all like that, because honestly, a lot of them got caught off guard. They were not even aware that Sony was going to even do this. But the fact that they catching the backlash and they hearing what fans saying, that might put some pressure on Sony from the developers, who got more of a say-so than, you know, I guess fans to an extent, because fans do have a say-so, but the developers will have more say-so because they got more direct lines, more direct contacts. Y'all get the point, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because Sony need the developers to put games on their platforms, and they see stuff like this, they're not gonna want to spend money on promotions just to get buried by toxicity, deal with insults, harassment, and all the other stuff. And some of them might be like, it's not even worth the headache. So this is playing with Sony's pockets. This is playing with Sony's money as well. And Sony is showing right now they only listening to money. They're not listening to the community, well, at least from their decisions as of late. But they've been quiet, they haven't really said nothing, but they cannot ignore this. Like, this has been going on for far too long to where they cannot stay quiet forever on this situation. Now, honestly, I will say this: I think Rockstar did know what Sony was going to do. I'm sure some of the bigger companies knew exactly what Sony was going to do, and they probably backed them up. Which, by the way, if they catch some heat behind this, they deserve right along with Sony, because guess what? You supporting a bad business practice. Like, you trying to maximize your money. I get it, you're a corporation, but at the same time, a line in the sand gotta be drawn, and they just don't give a damn at all. And that is a big issue when it comes to this whole entire situation. But I'm glad Sony feeling the heat. I'm glad that they're hearing from the developers. I'm glad that, 'cause I know they're hearing from the community. I know they hear what's going on. You've been on the news. You've been hearing from the community, developers. Hey, I'm gonna put it to you like this: Sony need this smoke. They need this smoke, because guess what? They're the one that started this fire in the first place. But you guys, I want to hear your thoughts, what y'all think about this situation. I gotta say, do not harass the developers. Do not harass the developers. If you want to get mad under a tweet or whatever, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. It's social media. But don't go ahead and directly contact them and harass them. Like, that not gonna really solve nothing. They're gonna really make things worse for them. Not really Sony, because Sony probably don't care either, you know, when it comes to developers getting harassed. So you got a whole bunch of them in your ear. I'm just saying, you know. I guarantee you, Rockstar say, hey, you know what, forget that, we're gonna do physical. Oh, Sony gonna jump up and be like, hey, I got you, we're gonna do physical. But thank you guys for watching. If you want more quick gaming news, like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe. And follow me right here on this channel. But my name is Shade, and I am out.